I can explain.
Is it better rather make music visit retailers than go to you for therapy? Is this
So, before I get into, the main course of this, I guess I'll take this time to kind of like do a brief, and I might even go into more into details as to what really got me into sneakers. Maybe videos down the line, or maybe just, future content. Because, the idea of doing a video for every single sneaker I get, nah, not really. But maybe like very, not even sentimental, but I guess just like milestones, if you will. So, to give you an idea, I definitely, grew up going to Payless, but I didn't really care. Like, I was the kind of guy to where, like, I would just wear whatever I wear. If my mom didn't tell me, like, once I started wearing my own shit after my mom would stop dressing me, then I started wearing my own shit. But, like, I would still go to Payless, but I'd get, like, the Airwalks and shit like that. Like, there's this one, if I can find an image, I'll try to put it up. But there's this one gray Airwalk I got with graphics all over it. That shit was fire. Like, I just grew up on like skate shoes because I was, doing Tony Hawk Pro Skater growing up and all that shit. Like, two was what I grew up on, but then there was, Underground, Project 8, Proving Grounds, American Wasteland, things like that. But overall, I've always liked sneakers, or I've always liked skate shoes, but I never really owned a pair besides like Airwalks. And then I would have and ones later on. And then when I really got into sneakers would be like sky tops, like Supra sky tops was my grail. Still is my grail. I will gladly give up all my Jordans just to have my sky tops back. And I stand by that. And a lot of people hate Supras, but I love sky tops. I love Supras. I always had this like vivid image in my head of having a 94 Supra with the Supra. You know what I'm saying? Like, as head ass as that was, I wanted that shit. But now it's literally not possible in either sense. One doesn't exist and the other one is over $100,000. So it is what it is. Then fast forward to, we'll say, McDonald's days. So it's like 2014, 2015. My homie Chris, who does detailing, gave me my first two pairs of Jordans. And little old me was just wearing them every day from McDonald's. Well, no, we had to wear a specific, we couldn't wear Jordans at McDonald's, obviously. We had to wear work shoes. But I think it was like transitioning out of McDonald's to U-Haul is when he sold them to me, because we were still hanging out or we were still talking and things like that. And he gave me two shoes to this day I would love to have again, but I didn't know what I was wearing. But needless to say, and I will gladly stand on this hill of I wear my sneakers. I will always wear my sneakers. I've worn every single one of my sneakers. To date, there is not a single sneaker besides that one that, I haven't worn yet. And that's because I just got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those situations where he gave me two of my first pairs of Jordans. Like, I didn't know what Jordans were back then. Like, I knew what they were, but they didn't really concern me back then when I was growing up. Like I said, I had and ones, and that was probably the extent of my basketball shoes. My cousin, Biamin, he had Hyper Dunks, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't know what they were back then, but that's what they were. Oh yeah, and even quote him, he gave me some Nike Fusions. I wore those in high school. And I just wore them. Like, I had to Sharpie the front because like it was starting to fade, so I would Sharpie it in, but I wore those to the ground. I liked them. I liked high top shoes, and I still like high top shoes. But like skate scene, I've always loved my skate shoes, but I never really had the DCs or the Audios or I had a pair of Etnies, size 8. I'm a size 10, just to give you an idea. So I wore them a couple times, but then they didn't even have laces, and they turned to my roach stomping shoes. And I wore those until they became my roach stomping shoes, and kept them for keepsakes until they literally fell apart. But either which way, they were awesome. And then I remember going to Tilly's and I saw those all black DCs in the 11. I'm like, these are fucking huge. I want a pair, but I'm not getting 11s. I've rocked 11s before. I had some pink denim-ish looking Air Forces that I literally just gave away to Goodwill. But I got those from Plato's back in California. But at 11, I was just like, that's not working for me. So gave them away. And then I never said what I got from my homie, Chris. But pretty much, he gave me 2 pairs of Jordans. He gave me something called, what were they? Raging Bulls, I think. Jordan 5 Raging Bulls. I had those. And I had Raptor 7s. Yeah, those. Those are my favorite shoes. Those are still my favorite shoe. I'm not paying $600 to get those shoes again. But I got those both. He gave those to me, and I wore them both to the ground. And then I'm kind of all over the place with my stories, but so be it. But with my skate shoes, I got super into Janoskis, or Janowskis, however you want to say them, but I'm pretty sure they're pronounced Janoskis. I had the purple ones. I still got the purple ones. I had some black ones with leaves on it. I had red ones with gum bottoms. Like my boy, my best friend's little brother, Andrew, he got me into like wanting to wear nice sneakers. And that was like high school, 9th grade to like 12th grade. He was flipping shoes. He was flipping shoes so well, he bought his first car. His first car was a Mitsubishi 3000 GT, but it wasn't the VR4. But that's neither here nor there. The fact that you can buy your first car flipping shoes, bro, that's the kind of timing this nigga was on. So it just comes to show you, like, I've definitely been in and out of, like wearing sneakers, but only now, thanks to someone named Tati. Now I have an obsession. And I was talking to my boy Nate earlier where I'm like, yo, sneakers are my peace. They really are my peace. They bring me peace. I feel happy when I buy them. They bring me joy, but I can't go crazy. And he's like, as long as it's not an addiction. I'm like, it's definitely an addiction, but it's a controlled addiction to where I want to be able to buy one pair of shoes every month, but I have a set price limit. But there will be those little caveats where I'll be like, all right, let me get this one to treat myself, or, I got a little more funds in the bank, but now I got to slow my roll and just kind of go from there. But like I said before in the other video, I'm at a point where I can wear, a different pair of shoes every day of the week, every day of the month, almost 2 months. So that's where we're at right now. And I'm very blessed. So now let's kind of get into the meat of the video. So, like I said, I got an L drop day of Supreme release for the SB Supreme 94s. I wanted the purple ones, but I knew for damn sure I wasn't going to get them because they were Europe exclusive. But I asked my cousin, yo, can you help me? He's like, I don't even see your size. I'm like, damn it. But they retailed for $130. Now they're reselling for like $400, $500. No, it's not that deep. I only really want it, not even because they were Supreme. Yes, because they were Supreme, but because they were purple and black shoes with 94. If that doesn't scream me as a shoe for being my favorite color in my birth year, I don't know what does. So when I got this bad Johnny, I was happy because my boy told me to, Ven's Reaper, I'm gonna check your name, but he was like, yo, like right now they're going for $260, $360. I'm like, no thanks. And he's like, well, now they're starting to drop between $180 and $250. I'm like, if they retail for $130 and I got these for like $180 on Go, I'm okay with that. Like I said, we don't fuck with scalpers. But this, I'm okay. You get your little $50, shipping and handling, blah, 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 fine. This shit is nice, all right? It's got the hand stitch, well, not hand stitch, but stitch 94. Got the reflective white. I wanted the black, but I'm not paying $300. And then it's got the silver, etching on the tongue, poofy tongue, nice crisp pillow. The sup insole, I didn't even see it all the way. Let me see if I can take this shit out. Yeah. about to say, I feel vile just like digging in here, but I wanted to show you it. See, it's clean. It's fucking clean, bro. So I like that shit, bro. That's the shit I'm here for. So it's one of those things where I'm glad I got to be a part of it, and I'm glad, like, besides the hat, this is my first real, like, Holy Deal Field Supreme merch that I can say I own and be proud of. And the fact that it's a shoe that I'll wear, obviously not a lot, because it's still, like, you know, a relatively special shoe, but nonetheless, I'm still gonna get my fit off with some white shoes because I like me some white shoes. A nice white shoe goes a long way. I got my authentic Vans in all white. We call those the cocaines. And I got some white Reeboks that have Keith Haring drawings on them, but we just keep it moving. But we're not keeping this on because I feel goofy. This is going on my keychain or some shit, but I am not rocking this shit with this tag on. It's just not gonna happen. Because to me, it genuinely feels goofy. Even if it looks clean, you will not catch me dead walking with this dangling on here. I'm taking this shit off, you best believe. Because, let me tell you what. So, I got this fanny pack from a car shop when we were just there. And I got it. It was like $30 some shit. But it's still got the Supreme tag on it. And I wear it with the Supreme tag on it. And it's equivalent to me of wearing your shirt with the tag flipped out and not tucking it in. It's equivalent to me of still having the price tag on from TJ Maxx on your fucking sleeve. Like, it's goofy to me, but I still wear this shit. But a part of me feels like it's like I'm screaming like, yes, notice me, I have Supreme, like it's real, I swear to God. But no, like for this shit, no, we're gonna leave that, we're gonna take that shit off, but we're gonna leave it on for now because we're not gonna wear it yet. But overall, the the paper, if you can even see that shit, it's got Supreme cross Nike SB, nice little touch. I don't even know if you can see that shit. You can kind of see it. But I'm here for it, bro. I am genuinely here for it. It does not come with a... it does! Nike SB and Supreme sticker. We love that. We love that. We love to see that. So, there's shoes like that. And then there's my first shoe that I got from, let's see. You know what? I'm going to cut this short and we're going to make this a part one. I don't know how... I don't know how continuous this will be. Fuck it. But so anyways, as I was saying, now we're gonna go to my first shoe I ever got from Go. So thing with Nike SB boxes, like, they're kind of boring, bro. Like, I wish I was around for like the fun ones, but I even got nerdy to the point where I'm starting to, like, recognize the coding and all that, and you see the QS standing for Quick Strike, and it's like, now I'm getting into the nerdy shit. But we're gonna go to my first ever GOAT purchase. So these are the Be True. Notice how they got the little reflective border. They got Pride paper. Be True Nike SBs. So these are the first pair of shoes that I plan to get another pair of. They got the rainbow and shit on the bottom. They got Be True on the side. They got rainbow right here, which I think differs with like different pairs of shoes. And then they come with the baby blue, baby pink laces. These are my favorite laces. These thick boys are my favorite. Best believe I am popping out in a gender reveal in these shoes every fucking time. Come on. Then you got the rainbow check. And then these even have zipper tongues. I didn't even know that was a thing. But we got them. And then it's got Be True on the inside. And then it's got Be True soles. Both of them are kind of like on the rainbow side. But these are fun. These are fun. I wear these a lot more. As you can see, they're creased and shit like that. But I don't fucking care. Plus, I drive a stick shift car. So it's going to happen. But I used to like just have Crocs in the car. And then just wear like the Crocs while I drive. And then switch out. But a part of me feels like that's a bit extra. Also, they got like rainbow stitching. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got like rainbow stitching in the check, which is pretty fire. And these technically peel. So these technically peel, and these are all supposed to peel off, and it's supposed to be a rainbow shoe underneath. Plus it comes with white laces. So I was honestly even considering getting another pair. I might even get 3 pairs at this point. And one that's gonna be all rainbow, white laces, and then the other one may be like half rainbow, half white, or some ignorant. But like, I really like these. These are my first pair, and they're still one of my favorites to this day. And this is more like a white shoe kind of episode, I guess you can say. I gotta figure this shit out. I'm sure they sell tissue and shit like that, and it's really not that deep, but I kind of want to get like some sort of replacement tissue because this shit is gone to shit. And I always try to keep my boxes, even though it's just causing to have more room that is being taken up. But now we're gonna move on to today's purchase. Well, not today's purchase, but today's. So the Supremes came in on Saturday. These bad Johnnies came in today. And I was hype on these. First of all, no one told me that white DCs are a rarity in itself. Like, they're constantly sold out. I had to put my email in to have them notify me. Then when I saw it, I jumped on that shit. And apparently only my size was available, which was 10. And I put that shit in the cart. It said 25% off your first order. Yes, thank you. Because they already retail at $70. I put the 25% discount on it. And then after shipping, that shit came out to $67. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. You best believe I'm about to be rocking these all the fucking time. And before they had those puffy laces, they had these joints, bro. These were the OGs, bro. I'm just so happy because I've never owned a pair of DCs before. My boy Bill, shout out Margarita Bill, he always had DCs on every day in high school. Every fucking day. DCs with the monster, and I was never old enough to wear it. But now I finally got a pair. This thing is fucking huge. I can't wait to wear it. I'm planning on getting the blacks, planning on getting the black gums, probably get some grays. Like, bro, we about to go crazy with some of these DCs. Because I said I was bringing it back, and I'm fucking bringing it back. Bro, we here for this. We here for this. Shout out to Rob Deerdeck. So, we here for this. I wish they gave stickers and shit like that, but c'est la vie. But, so, the difference in, there are levels to this shit, obviously, right? So these retail at 70. The Be Trues were under retail, but I got them for, I think like 125 or something like that when I got them, and I got them like 2 years ago. And then the Supremes retailed at 130. They're going roughly between, depending on which color you want, anywhere from 180 to like 500. So it just depends on how bad you want it. And then you got other shoes. These aren't white shoes, but just like with my Supremes, they're definitely something you're not wearing too often. And I tend to only bring them out every so often. Like, to give you an idea, I'm a petty man. We know this, right? And I say I'm a petty man because when you're petty, you can end up performing at the Super Bowl. It's just all a matter of how you use your pettiness. So I'm a petty man. And I like to think I'm growing a decent sneaker collection. I'm not a sneakerhead by any means because I don't really have any OG colorways of anything. But I do have mainly retro Jordans. But like only a certain amount. Like 7s are my favorite. So I'm not even like the, correct answer type of Jordan, when it comes to my favorites. But that's my favorites. But I don't have any like OG colorways. And again, probably because those are the most popular. And I tend to be anti-hype despite getting the Supremes. Make that make sense. But it's one of those things to where like we were having a sneaker day at work last year. And the idea was great because our pharmacist in charge was a sneakerhead. He's a flat out sneakerhead. I don't care what you say. Bro got sneakers for days because he got it like that. I don't got it like that. But when they said there was a sneaker day coming, you best believe I was looking for something to get just to flex on these people. And the problem was that the idea was great. They set the date just for nobody to do it. Nobody did it because it had been rescheduled. But it wasn't rescheduled until after the original day had passed. So I come in all full garbed up in these shoes and they're like, yeah, sneaker day got rescheduled. I'm like, whatever. I got my fit off. It was New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve. So I got these joints for me because I wanted to treat myself and I had a little extra money. So I was like, you know what? We gonna get them. Some light, some decent. So we got these and I wear them every now and then. I've worn them probably like 5 times. And again, I got these last year. So we don't wear them too often, but you could tell by the sole, it's clearly been worn. And that's another reason why I don't wear them too often is because these icy soles, as clean as these icy soles are, these are clearly not clean. But I try to, toothbrush these as much as I can. I don't go super crazy when it comes to cleaning my shoes, I'll be honest with you. I'll try to like clean the top part, but the sole, especially icy soles, I hate icy soles. They're so clean, but they're such a bitch to clean, bro. So I try to stay away from them. But Futura Dunks, bleached coral or some shit like that, or bleached aqua, like Future Labs, we here for it. And then they got these like 2-tone laces. They did not come with extra laces, which is kind of lame. I definitely spent way more than my budget of $200, but I really wanted to get these. These were sneaker of the year, or number 7 on the sneaker of the year list for Complex. Not that that really made a difference, but it let me know like, yo, like this is some shit. It ain't no fucking Paris dunk by any means, but I would say it's still in the same realm of this is a piece of art to me. The Supremes are homage, and I don't know anything about the history for that shit, but this is like, you don't see this shit every day. And that's why I had zero problem getting them. So now I got them. I wear them every so often. But again, it's like very specific outfits that I'll wear them with. Oh, they did come with extra. I'm bugging. So they came with these. And like I said, I like these laces the most when it comes to SB Dunks. But it's just one of those things where there's levels to this shit, and I learned that. I've been learning that shit. Where it's like when it comes to sneakers, like you got your everydays, your DCs. I wear those fucking every day till they fucking are dirty beyond repair. I'll wear the SB Be Trues just as much. If not, I don't wear them every day because I don't want to wear the same shoe every day. But I could if I would, because, or not that I could if I would. I would if I chose to. So it's one of those things. The Supremes, who knows when those are coming out? We'll just say that. Who knows? I don't even know when they're coming out. I might need to go get an outfit for that shit. But like, it's one of those things where it's a clean shoe. White, gray, reflective, little black stitching on there. Clean, simple, nice. And then the Futuras, like I said, I wear those every so often, but I got like a floral shirt that I wear with it. Or I can, and I usually wear them with khakis. I don't really wear them with jeans. I could, maybe like a specific type of jean or like a dark jean. Maybe a light jean or an acid wash since they're bleached aqua, but it had to be that certain color tone because I do try to like match my shorts or match my jeans or match my shirt with my shoes as I tend to. And then sometimes I'll just wear all white just for the fuck of it. So I have some white skinnies, but I want to get some white slim fits that are more baggy, and then I'd wear those with the DC. Man, sometimes I just love to be wearing all white just for the sake of wearing all white. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. So yeah.